This is the first time this male has shown any signs of life at all. Actually, starting the discussion with her. He's the yellow guy. His name's Soul, Greek for sun, as in as right as. They are having a discussion. She's ready to lay. She's got a big egg bump going. And she's from a line of hens that tend to drop eggs on the floor of cages. And he's not her first choice. But there's a box there and there's a man there, so she's thinking about it. See him approach her. Says, "What you doing up there, crazy girl?" She's circling the nest. They're not avoiding each other. He's putting himself between her and the nest, as in, hey, you know you have to have me too. See that? Yoo-hoo, girly, I'm here. And he's talking to her. He's full of beans. She's just thinking about it. In a situation like this, often the hen will get into that nest and lay 1 or 2 blank eggs before she takes him as a mate, and then they'll end up with fertilized after that. This is the size to feather share pairing. He has fantastic feather, but he's puny, and she has good size. And marginal feather, as usual. These two are also a new pair. There's Peabody down there. Peabody and his green neighbor Apollo are doing territorial stuff. They're pacing my nest box, not yours. Let's have a talk about this. After you establish territory. Apollo is bonded to Hera. They tried last time. But Peabody and this little girl she's a newbie and is just kind of watching, like, what the heck is going on? Go look in that nest, honey. Come on. I'll take care of this guy. Don't worry. Peabody says, my nest box. My cage. My hen. Apollo says, you can't get over here. My cage. My hen. It takes them a few days to determine that they're going to be respectful of each other because there are bars in between them. So, there goes Hera. She's checking out the nest, peeking in the door. Is that a good nest, she says? Could be. Oops. These two are a bonded pair and more than ready to go. Prussian and marble. This is also a size to feather pairing. Prussian has a nice little blow going and pretty mask. And marble actually has a pretty decent mask too, but she comes from a line of hens that get no blow. But they have boys with blow, so that's okay. But marble also has all the size. She's a sky adjuster baby girl, well into the 70 gram range. Whereas Prussian there looks about the same size as her because he's got extra fluff, but really she's got about 10 grams on him. But hens put on egg weight this time of year and get heavier anyway. So normally they're probably not that distantly matched. He's a pretty tall guy. There's Razzle up there. This is going to be Razzle and Remington's last breeding season. They'll be respectively 2.5 and 3 years old. And they've given me lots of beautiful girls, some of which are going to be breeding this season, and some of which bred last season. So this is their last shot. I had actually given them a foster egg that I think one of their daughters laid out in the big flake, but it had a crack in it, so I took it out. And she has laid her first own egg in there. Oh, Remington. Hi, Rim. And there's the egg. Baby number 1. I haven't candled it yet, but they usually don't have any problems with fertility. She has a grandson that has a head just like hers, only more. Because, of course, he's a boy. And actually, these two are Jade's parents. This is the only normal green bird I ever got out of them, because they're both Spangles, and she's an opaline, and I got double factor Spangles and single factor Spangles, and he splits opaline, but she came out a normal green. So, first one and only. These two are new to each other. This is Powder and Stella. Stella is a sky blue spangle, and Powder is a sky blue spangle that I think is also a cinnamon, because it's very light in color. He might actually be a cinnamon opaline. So his markings on his wings are very faint, but they are there. So these two are new to each other. What I've really found is I have a pretty well established flock after doing this for 3 years. And see, they're starting to have the discussion too. When I first put them together, Stella was the one running around in circles, peeking in the nest box, and Powder was kind of sitting on there going, And he has awakened and said, oh, a girl and a nest box. This could be good for me. So you see him warbling at her? And he is also playing the territory game. I put up a paper towel between their cages because one of the things that I've noticed is that hens from my flock that were bred here prefer to choose their mates from among the flock. So when I bring in a new male like this guy, it takes them a while to warm up. These birds actually have songs that identify their family, both their nuclear family and their flock. And he's probably singing an unfamiliar song, which kind of throws her off. But given her time, they work it out. And I see him, what he's doing is pacing the territory, kind of making sure the birds on the other side, you can see around the back side of the paper towel over there, so he's making sure the male on the other side here isn't trying to make inroads on his territory. So he's got to get comfortable, stake out his territory, be confident that the other males around aren't going to bother him, and he'll slowly work his way around as he gets more confident to wooing the hen. He is, when you see them get up next to each other, it's not an accident. Now this is a bonded pair, so they'll just do this all day. See? Bonded pair. But these two are working their way up to it. So the more time he spends within a few inches of her on the perch, the more you can tell they're starting to form a bond. Otherwise, they'll just sit on the far side of the cage from each other. So that's the same thing. This guy's more confident because although he was not bred here, he's been here since he was about 3 months old. So he's probably picked up enough of the song of the flock to sound less foreign. And she was bred and brought out as a baby when he was already there. So she assumes he's part of the flock. Yeah, see them spending time closer together. She's kind of running around like, I don't know, maybe I just went out of here. On the other hand, this nest box is ever so interesting. And he says, yep, see, nest box, me, let's do this. Ooh, look at him flirt. Oh, when a hen squawks and flaps her wings like that, she's marking territory. Now, she may have just done that to him, like, I want this to be my nest box. See her? She's doing it too. That's a territorial sign. She's telling all the other hens around, this is my perch, my nest box. She likes that nest box. So she down here, on the other hand, is not so sure about this boy. These two are bonded, so when she does it, she's telling everybody else to stay away. When she does it, she may well be suggesting that he go away, but of course he's not going to do that. Yeah, she's halfway in between. The box is seductive to her, but she's not used to being in the little tiny cage, and the male is working on it. As long as he's actively chasing her and warbling at her, then he is trying to get her attention. She may be stubborn about it. The hens can go on like this for a week or two. But I kind of see her taking pause and noticing him. So I think she'll probably settle pretty quick. And do you see that big egg bump on her rear end? That's her body saying, we should be doing this, girl. See, males pacing the edge of the cage, making sure no one's going to bother me. There's that little girl over there. She sure is Arista, who in mythology is Ariel's daughter, and this little girl's mother's name was Ariel, so we're sticking with the Greek theme here. She is a pretty little thing. She's just a year, so she's not full grown or feathered yet, but she's definitely got that going on. And of course, there's Peabody, who I think is beautiful. And these two are just staring at that box like, oh my goodness, can you believe our luck? Honey, I think it's good. She's like, oh yeah, that's my box. Oh, are they going in it? Let's see if we can see. Is he going in it? I think he's in. No, maybe he wants me. Okay, go ahead, honey. It's a good box. They're interesting because some of the pairs, the male goes in and checks the box and clears it before the hen goes in. And sometimes it's the hen that goes in and explores the box. So she went in that box first. I haven't seen Prussian go in yet. On the other hand, in this pairing, this is Luna and Hemsworth. Hemsworth dove into that box first. Came back out and said, oh, honey, look at that. And right down here, Hera is kind of playing hard to get. So Apollo is all about that box. And what he's doing is he's coming over, he's kissing her. Come on, lovey, come look at this box. You gotta see this. He's trying to talk her into it. She's playing hard to get. She won't hold out for long, though. She loves him dearly. So. And there's Hephaestus chewing on the paper towel. Again, this is the male staking out his territory. He's just going to pace the edge of the cage, trying to confront the guy in the next cage over. Say, hey, this is mine. Where's his girl? Is she in? Hi, Hephaestus. Where's your girl? Is she in? I think she's in. Yeah. She's not out there, is she? Oh, your girl went in. That's her cage, huh? That's her box? Very nice. She also has a big, that's Demeter. She is Luna's sister. And she also has a big egg bump. And they've been breeding out in the big flight. So, look at these two. There's that discussion. Love, kiss, kiss. Nest box. Look at this, honey. See these two? This is not a mistake that he is sitting just below her. He's sidling up next to her, letting her get comfortable with having him close by. See how he sidles over there? Circles her. She's pretending like she doesn't see him, but she does. And her, she's going to stand up there and climb in the corner. He's like, okay, honey, go ahead, climb in the corner. I'll just wait here. So he's just gonna kind of shadow her around the cage and let her get used to getting comfortable with him. And eventually, he'll get close enough to start offering her food. And when she accepts it, that means she's starting to accept him. He's like, oh, clearly I haven't paced the cage enough. She's ignoring me. Gotta act like I'm big and tough. This guy over here, not in the least bit worried about it. But I put the visual berry up because these guys can go OCD on you. Like Sky right here. I put this box up first. 5 minutes later, and she saw that hole, and he's like all over it. Sitting here in the corner, staring into the hole in that nest box. 5 minutes later, I put the nest box up on her cage. She didn't even notice it. So I put up the towel to block her vision from this one and get her flipped over onto this one. I probably would be able to take it down in just a few days. But I just needed her to not lock on to the neighbor's box, because they can do that and stay locked onto it for a week, especially if they're not confident with their mate. So, is she in, or is she peeking? Sometimes the hens will just sit out in front of the box and stare into it, but no, Luna's in. The bonded pairs get right to work. Oh, there's Demeter's out, but she was in there a minute ago. So I put a few, not a lot, because they'll throw them all out because they're afraid they'll lose their eggs in them, but I put a little bit of pine shavings in there because I want the hen to get used to seeing pine shavings in the bottom of the nest. See how she's thrown some of them out down there on the bottom of the cage? That means she's starting to take ownership of the nest. But she'll leave some of them in. There's not so much that she has to clear the whole thing out. Perversely, if you put a lot of wood chips in the bottom of their nest box, they'll clean them all out until the thing is pristine. If you put just a few, sprinkle them around the edges, but they can still see the bottom of the box and the indentation, they'll leave them. They'll take out a few of the bigger ones and leave the smaller ones. And their worry is that they're going to lose an egg in the duck. So that's why they're cleaning out the box. They're crevice nesters, and they got to make sure they don't, before they start laying, they got to be comfortable that they're not going to lose the egg the minute they lay it. So, see this kid here? She's very excited about this box. She's trying to push him to mate. He's like, I don't know. What's your hurry, honey? Yeah, love, love, kiss, kiss. Here's another thing that they do, that they go OCD on. Down here. See this little girl? Oh, I gotta back out a little bit, I think. There. That's Peabody and Arista, and Arista has discovered the banging of the door. Now, what she's doing is she hasn't been in a cage this small since she fled out of this flight. So she was bred in here. But she hasn't been in a cage this small, so she's feeling a little trapped. She doesn't understand the whole breeding process yet. She hasn't been in it yet. So all she knows is here's a random guy in here. There's a nest box over there that might or might not be a good thing, and I haven't got enough room to fly. Well, she can fly in place in these cages. They can kind of hop and stretch their wings, and I get some birds that are really talented and can actually hover in place. And I like having breeding cages that are big enough for them to do that. But this is not an 8 by 4 foot by 6 foot flight cage where you can fly all over the place. So she's a little bonkers. The thing is, they'll get a little crazy over this door banging thing. As long as she can lift it up and listen to it bang shut, something in her head is telling her that she's making progress. And that I have had hens that will just lock onto this and do it for 10 days straight. Now this is always the newbies, the first timers, that don't know what the heck's going on, that get off on these little jags like this. The older birds that have bred here before know what they're doing. So Stella here is not going to be banging on doors. She didn't. These guys had blank eggs, but they've been here before. They know what's up. Prussian has never has. Oh well, yeah. These guys both got bred last time. They're 18 months old. Prussian's baby died, but Marble brought up 3 nice chicks with Peter. But Peter's a temporary situation. He's going to get. But he was a one and done breed, so these 2 will be a permanent pair. So anyway, they know what they're doing, so they don't get caught up in that. But the easiest thing, and here's her next door neighbor right over here. You see the clothespins? Those are stopping them from banging doors. So let's take this one off. Put it over here, so she can't bang that door anymore. And it forces her to take a step back and pay attention to something else. So anyway, birdie love is happening, and we'll come back and check on them again in a couple of days. See what kind of progress is being made. I'll see now we're back at opposite ends of the perch. Everybody's taking a breather. Oh, not for long. See him fluff up his feathers, squawk at her. He says, "I'm a guy. This is a cage. It might be mine. Let's talk, baby." Oh yeah, he's putting the moves on. Oh, he's wiping his tail on her. Look at that. No moss growing on this boy. This one's doing quite well too. Talking that girl up. See, they fluff up their feathers on their head and they chat at the girls, and the girls kind of go, I don't know. She's kind of cute, but who knows? This whole winning a mate thing requires a lot of work. This guy up here has it made. He won her over last breeding season. Okay, come back and visit us later.